victory in Jesus. So I found a chat room, said Shabbat, the birthing. So I went in there and dropped some seed, and couldn't understand a lot of what they were saying. They were kind of speaking a lot of tongues. They were holding that, like, candlestick that how the Orthodox Jews use with the whatever, is it seven candlesticks? I don't even know. I don't follow that stuff that closely. So anyway, I just went in there, started dropping seed, and I was just getting emojis of fire like the whole time, and I was there for probably an hour dropping everything that I could think of about the coming king and everything, and they were eating it up. So that might be a hint to the real birthing, because like when I went to Kenneth Copeland, I'm getting a little feel like I'm in Beast World or something. It's like I'm already in zombie land. I don't see a lot of fire and love coming. There's some people that kind of, you can't tell if they're liking which they're hearing, me or Kenneth Copeland. And that might be fear. So I don't know. But in wherever this was, I don't even know that people were like dark skinned. So I don't know if it was Israel. I don't know where it was, or Palestine or what. There was some flags coming up or whatever, but it was wild because they were dancing, they were praying, and they were like, bring it, Lord, bring it. And like, they weren't arguing with me about anything and just saying, fire, fire, bring it, Lord, bring the fire. We need to be reborn again for the kingdom. So that might be all what this rebirthing in Revelation, I think it's 17, from the whore of Babylon is all about. Coming out from the Baal worship of Almighty Buckland, and give up on the tithing accounts and the houses and all these beautiful things that, well, might get pretty plagued pretty quick. So might be a good thing to think about, because I'll tell you what, you can see around the world right now. India right now, I can go in a chat room in India with 20,000 people getting ready for the coming king, literally saying it on the chat and everything. And I can go to Jamaica, same thing, find plenty of churches, even SDAs. Some of them argue with me until I say I'm with the king and show my authority in the chat, and they let me say whatever I want from then on, whether it's Queen of Hell White or whatever it is. So there's Jamaica opening up. The Philippines is also big, which has really made me start to wonder if this whole deception was a prince demon with power. And when I was a kid, we moved to the Philippines when I was like 5th grade, and it was so depressing for me because I couldn't see my grandma anymore and all our family when we used to get together and eat the great food and feast like kings. And I still think grandma's going to be in the kingdom, but what I'm trying to say is, when we moved to the Philippines, I prayed because I was so mad because I couldn't watch TV for 3 years except at the neighbor's house who I tried to show love to, who owned a Sorry store in Pasig, and I could go watch the $6 Million Man once a week and help them out at their Sorry store a little bit to kind of pay them back for helping me live my mainland love of TV. And I kind of prayed, Lord, maybe someday I can be your $6 Million Man. So maybe it all worked out for good, because it's funny, because when I lived there, they used to give me all these stupid shots, all these allergy tests. And I'm wondering, was it all part of a plan? Like, was the shots to keep me proof from all these crazy things going on right now? And then, like, was my brain protected from the demon realm that came over the U.S. in the 70s or something, when all the pro-choice movement started and all the Saved by Grace alone stuff got really big? It's really weird to think about, because the Philippines is really a fertile ground right now. I think it was yesterday I went to a chat room with 3,000 people and started dropping seed, and it went to over 10,000 people with all these fire. So TD Jakes is opening up for the kingdom. I don't know how the unmoney he will be, but at least he is saying king and kingdom. So it's good to see what's happening around the world and for the king, and to think about these things and how the deception has been great for many years. And it might be good to think about how many churches right now can't follow the 2 greatest commandments. Love God, right, and your neighbor as yourself, because they broke the honor thy parents command when they started robbing like thieves, when Jesus said that was robbery of honor thy parents command. So the kids could just say, sorry, Mom, Dad, I gave it to God. Him first, Sucks for you, but I'll pray for you. So that's kind of where we are now. And that curse, well, see, those churches, they can't teach those things because they broke all 3 already. So they're just kind of actors. And they put on a really good show with lots of fancy words, like the Pharisees and Sadducees. And Unlearned Live might be a modern Sadducee, because he says you don't have a spirit, you don't have a soul, you just die. Just like the Sadducees. And he's really into Torah law, not greatest 2 commandments or a king. It's easy to see if you just look a little bit and open your eyes for that coming king, because it's getting late.